myself. My job is to call the police chief and say, I got 5 complaints regarding drugs, without loitering, without kids doing drugs. I need you to take care of it. I don't care what you do. I'll give you what you need. But you got to take care of it. I'm not a police officer.
Very good.
Okay, that's what we need.
Once again, reminder again that all cell phones, please keep it on silent, on vibrate. We don't want to hear any songs going off out there, any popular ringtones. The other thing is a reminder to the candidates, please, no attacks. I'm being fair. It goes both ways. I mean, no attacks. I'm not addressing any specific things. I'm just saying to both candidates.
Can I say something, please? It's not an attack. They need to draw the difference. You know, he's trying to draw the difference. Why it's not an attack?
No, I understand that. I understand it clearly.
So,
but when there is emotion involved, when you're addressing something, that usually can be taken as an attack. So please respect the moderator. I'm just a moderator. Okay, I'm just a moderator. Just to be fair. Okay, next question. Yes, Mr. Albright will be going first. Utilities and services. What are your perspectives on the following? Ooh, this looks like a term paper here. Utilities and services. What are your perspectives on the following? Transparent accountability for all service providers that include utilities within the borough of Roselle. For example, light and power providing inadequate street lighting in some areas while standard compliance is the given explanation. Another example, water provider not providing homeowners with notice of broken main and their repairs to main water lines. More example, road surfaces are repaired while their appearances indicated that there were no quantity and quality assessment completed. That may sound long, but this is all under the last 3 were examples. So again, utilities and services, what are your perspectives on the following?
Again, this is where you have the accountability. For the past 4 years, we had one business administrator retired. He had an acting out business administrator. He didn't want the job. We appointed Dave Brown. The new administration fired him. Now you have the mayor wanted to be the business administrator. The residents said no. And then you have now a part-time business administrator. So that means you don't have accountability. So all the services fell under the town, under the administration. You know, you don't have no engineering firm. You know, reliable, we understand the town. We have Frank Kozer. This guy was about 84 years old. He was working in the town. Every time he bring a grant, that's where he was making his money. So having him on site, that meant he doesn't get paid from the town. In order for him to get paid, he got to go out and get grants. As he get grants, he get the 20% or whatever percentage. He got money to the town. He got fired too, he got let go. So this is what happened. Talking about utilities, it's just a shame when I find out our own town didn't pay their bill, $37,000 for the last 6 months. What have we been doing? We didn't pay our bills. Yes, don't be surprised, it's the truth. He was in the paper. Star Ledger reported it. Okay? So this is what we're dealing with. Those entities, they work for us, we pay them. If they come to the town, they're not providing good service. What you do, you call your councilman, you say, you know, in my block, there was some water issue or there's no light, I need you to resolve it. In our turn, either myself or Sally, we call either DPW in the next morning or you call the business administrator. One thing that really made me love Roselle, when I started working from the private sector to the public sector, I had the privilege and the chance to work with Vince Belluccio. Vince was one of the top business administrators in the whole state because his job was to teach other people to become business administrators. Every morning, Vince would put me in his car and drive around town. His job was to check what's going on, where we have potholes, where we have sidewalk that are broken, where we don't have electricity problem, and then he would call calls. He said, "Carl, come to my office. I was driving this morning, those same items are still pending. I need you to fix them now." And then God forbid somebody call and left a complaint, Vince will go ballistic. He said, I need to fix now, I don't care what you do. But we don't have that anymore. I was talking to the captain this morning, he said, I cannot even meet with the business administrator because she's working part-time, she's too busy, and every time I call, she said, I'm busy, it's an emergency. This is what we're dealing with.
And I say that to say that, you know, this display or some of the answers that my opponent here is giving to you displays his lack of integrity and his lack of experience as to
Okay, I had to interject on that one. Again, I had to interject on that one. I'm being honest with you, working with the New Jersey Board of Education. I've been working with the school system. I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't care who started it, I'm finishing it. I'm repeating it again. I don't care who started it, I am finishing it. The point is, you gotta understand, I'm also part of the audience, but in a sense, I'm the moderator, so again, I'm gonna take charge, okay? That's it.
So, in continuing, much of what the opponent talked about that a council person should do, I have done. When we receive and when I have received complaints, when I have observed things myself just driving through the ward, we have gone to the respective department heads, we have gone to our business administrators, and we have discussed those things, and we have worked very diligently. I have worked very diligently, okay? And I know that there are many residents that can attest to the fact that I have worked diligently to get things done. But sometimes through the bureaucracy that we share, I am one council person with one vote. And for our councilman here, for this candidate here, to give you the impression that tomorrow your streets will be paved, and tomorrow your sidewalks will be redone, and everything in Roselle that is wrong will just be right, I think displays lack of experience and commitment to a job that is very important to you. Okay, I take everything that I do very important. It's very important to me that I've rearranged my life. Professionally, I'm a full-time attorney with a private practice. But what I do, the experience that I bring and knowledge that I bring to this, I can assure you that what our candidate talked about, that our past engineer, yes, we've had our past engineer who was 84 years old left us, but let me give you some other history. He was our engineer, he retired, then in order to make more money and stay in the pension, he came back to us under a contract, and we were paying him. We were paying him to the tune of $100,000, plus he was receiving service charges for the grants that he brought in. So he was making out very well. He was receiving a pension and a paycheck, and he was receiving extra monies through grant service charges. So I'd like to say that, you know, as an attorney, I have to say that much of what the candidate, the opponent has said tonight is hearsay. The comment about me not talking to captains in 4 months or 4 years or whatever he said, come on, I'm the police commissioner. We have a public safety committee meeting every month. I discuss issues with them every month. I just spoke with them about some of the safety issues that are happening right now in the second ward that we're addressing. That's how I'm able to tell you about the gang task force that is working diligently and so diligently with us. So thank you very much for listening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess with that said, we will take a 5.
There's some things that you don't, and the things that we don't control are things like our expenses, our costs, our pensions, our salaries, those types of things. But the things that we do control is what we own. And land is so unique in and of itself that even given our current market, you know, there is still opportunity for us to bring in additional revenues with land. I'm proposing not so much that we put out RFPs and that we bring in redevelopers, but that we create the auction-like process. Last year and early this year, council did pass legislation to put together this auction, organize it, and I'm urging council, and it seems like, given my conversations with the business administrator today, that we will be having that auction within the next month. But I believe that if we are able to auction these properties, that we can let the market drive the prices itself, instead of having